The grand chamber of the Galactic Council was vast beyond easy comprehension. It stretched nearly a mile in every direction, its translucent dome rising so high that atmospheric processors occasionally failed to prevent cloud formation beneath it. Light filtered through artificial skies, casting slow-moving shadows across marble floors worn smooth by 3 millennia of history. Along the chamber walls hung the banners of more than 200 spacefaring species, symbols of empires that had risen, ruled, and endured. For 3,000 years, this hall had been the center of interstellar authority. Wars had ended here. Civilizations had been elevated or erased by votes cast from crystal thrones. Ambassador Catherine Cole walked its central aisle alone. She had imagined this moment since childhood, watching grainy news broadcasts from Earth during humanity's first uncertain decades among the stars. Back then, faster-than-light travel was new, alien life a revelation. The Coalition had welcomed humanity warmly, offering guidance, protection, and partnership. It took centuries to learn what that welcome truly meant. Her footsteps echoed in the silence as she approached the speaking platform. Behind her followed Admiral Henry Shaw, his silver hair and lined face marking 4 decades of war fought far from home. He had buried soldiers on worlds that no human child would ever learn the names of, wars fought not for Earth's survival, but for Coalition convenience. The delegates watched them approach with disinterest bordering on contempt. The Valkyrie sat rigid in crystalline thrones, 4 predatory eyes tracking movement with clinical precision. The Guthrani lounged across cushioned platforms, their serpentine bodies arranged in elaborate coils of status and disdain. The Thornaki, beings of living stone, stood silent and immovable, creatures who measured time in millennia rather than lifetimes. Catherine reached the platform and steadied her breathing. 6 months of preparation, thousands of simulations, exhaustive study of alien psychology, culture, and rhetoric. She knew the request she was about to make would be difficult. She had not anticipated how impossible it would seem to them. "Honored delegates of the Galactic Council," she began, her voice amplified flawlessly through the chamber. "I speak today on behalf of Earth and her 12 colony worlds. For 3 centuries, humanity had served the Coalition faithfully. Our soldiers have bled defending borders that were never our own. Our scientists have contributed discoveries shared freely, while access to your advances was denied to us. Our workers have extracted resources from asteroids and moons, surrendering the vast majority to Coalition coffers while our own populations endured scarcity. A pause, measured, intentional. We did this because we believed your promises, because we believed that service would lead to partnership. That sacrifice would earn respect." She straightened. "Today, humanity formally requests elevation to full council membership, with all rights and privileges thereof. Our economic output exceeds that of 17 member worlds combined. Our military has proven itself in 12 major conflicts. Our cultural and scientific contributions are woven into the Coalition's success. We have earned this." Silence followed, exactly 3 seconds, then laughter. It began with the velry, clicking, chittering sounds rendered by translators as amused mockery. Others joined, hissing laughter, open derision. Half the chamber echoed with it. High Speaker Zontal rose from his throne, ancient and powerful, his crystalline form glittering under chamber lights. When he spoke, the laughter died instantly. "How charming," he said. "How delightfully naive." He descended slowly, approaching the platform. "Do you consult insects before you step on them, Ambassador Cole? Ask bacteria for permission before you cleanse your hands." More laughter. "Humanity is useful," Zontal continued. "You breed quickly, you die quickly. Ideal soldiers. Your world contains resources inconvenient to extract elsewhere. Your scientists occasionally stumble upon ideas our researchers can refine into something worthwhile, but equals. He let the word hang, dripping with contempt. A century-long lifespan, 300 years of interstellar existence. Many here remember your species, first fearful transmissions, begging for protection from dangers you could not understand. Another delegate slithered forward. What wisdom can mayflies offer beings who shape history across millennia? Catherine listened. She did not flinch. When they finished, she spoke softly. I understand the council's position. She turned to leave, then paused. I hope you remember this day, she said evenly, because humanity will. She walked out. No one noticed the recording device beneath the platform. The laughter echoed again 6 hours later, this time in the Oval Office. President Daniel Carter watched the holographic projection in silence as alien delegates mocked humanity before the entire galaxy. Around him stood Earth's leadership, generals, admirals, diplomats hardened by decades of compromise. How long? Carter asked. 2 centuries, the Secretary of State replied. They simply stopped hiding it. And our contingency? Carter asked. General Santis answered. Project Horizon is operational. The decision was made within minutes. Every treaty was withdrawn immediately. The recording was broadcast to every human world. And 3 days later, 17 suns rose over 17 coalition capitals to reveal something unprecedented. Human warships. They appeared without warning, bypassing every sensor, every gate, every assumption. Vessels of unfamiliar design, shields glowing with energy signatures no database could identify. Above the Valkyrie homeworld hung the carrier USS Defiance, 2 miles of quiet inevitability. Admiral Shaw opened a channel. We remember every laugh, he said calmly, every insult, every grave. What do you want? The high speaker asked, fear naked in his voice. To be left alone, Shaw replied, and to be remembered. A year later, Catherine Cole returned to the Grand Chamber. This time she was not alone. Behind her stood representatives of 23 species, former subjects, former victims, now equals. The arrogance was gone from the chamber, replaced by uncertainty. She did not gloat, she offered a charter, equal representation, fair trade, mutual defense without domination. You called us mayflies, she said, and you were right. She smiled gently. Mayflies understand urgency. We build for futures we will never see. That is our strength. She left them with a choice and walked away. Humanity had not come to rule the galaxy. They had come to make it better. And for the first time in 3,000 years, the galaxy listened.